Okay. Then let's record the class for Miguel. Here you have, you should work faster. Remember that should is debería, deberíamos, etc. So we say, you should work fast. You should work fast is tú deberías trabajar rápido. But you should work faster is tú deberías trabajar más rápido. Okay, remember that for short adjectives, we use, sometimes we use ER, okay? But for long adverbs, in this case, we use more. And remember that for well, we use better, okay? And remember that in the case of quickly, you have two options. You can say quicker, or you can say more quickly. You can say louder, or you can say more loudly. You can say slower, or you can say more slowly, okay? You remember that? Yes? Okay. Then, Eunice, can you read the first example, please?
Esa ya la hicimos. ¿No importa? Ah,
Really? Oh,
sí.
oh yeah, this is page 73, it's page 74.
Ajá.
That's correct. Okay, he should try to speak slower. Okay, it's the same thing, right? Should, debería, slower, más lento. Él debería tratar de hablar más lento, all right? And then it's the same. For all this that you have an asterisk, you have two options. You can say louder or more loudly, neater or more neatly, quicker or more quickly, slower or more slowly, softer or more softly. Okay, so you have two options. And when they are long, you have to say more obligatory, like carefully, more carefully, politely, more politely, and these adjectives that are irregular, early, you say earlier, is the only option. You cannot say more early, is the only option. Early, earlier, and late, later, and well, better, okay? And now, need, remember that need is ordenado o en orden, okay? Need, ordenado o en orden, need, neater, okay? So the example says, Bob speaks very quickly. Bob habla muy rápido. You're right, he should try to speak slower. Tienes razón, él debería tratar de hablar más lento. So notice that you are going to use opposite adverbs, okay? Opposite, quickly, slow, or slowly. In this case, slower, okay? You can, remember that you can say slower or you can say more slowly, okay? So you only have to write the answer. You're right. He should try to type, for example, number one. Number one says, Timothy types very slowly. And then you say, you're right. You're right. I'm going to make this smaller. You're right. He should try to type, because this is the verb, to type faster, because the opposite of slow is fast. The opposite of slowly is fast. So it says, you're right, he should try to type faster, okay? Now copy example number one and do 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, okay? All right, and when you finish, tell me, okay? Okay, Abby, number two, Abby.
Carol skates very carelessly.
Carelessly.
Carelessly. You're right. She should try to
She
skate.
should.
She, she should try to skate nearer.
No, the opposite of careless, is careful. So you have to say carefully, more carefully. Tiene que ser el contrario del adverbio, ¿ok?
Okay.
More carefully. She should try to skate more carefully, ¿ok? Ok. Eunice, number 3.
Linda goes to be bed very late. She should try to go.
No, number 3, you're reading number 4.
Ah, es cierto, cierto. Howard speak very softly.
Hmm?
He should try
Should,
to
should,
should,
should.
should try to speak uh louder.
Yes, louder or more loudly. You have two options. Say louder or more loudly, okay? Okay. Abby, number 4.
Linda goes to bed very late. You're right. She should try to bed early.
Try to go to bed. She should try to go to bed.
Try to go to bed early.
Earlier,
Early.
earlier, with comparative,
Early.
earlier, earlier. Okay, it's a comparative. Okay, Eunice, number 5.
Mm, Jimmy get up very early.
Hmm?
He should try to get up later.
Later, that's correct, later. Okay, Abby, number 6.
And they dress very sloppy,
Sloppily, sloppily.
sloppily, sloppily. You're right. They
Should.
should try to dress
Hmm?
better.
No, better no. The opposite of sloppy is neat. So you
Mm,
have two options. You can say neater or you can say more neatly. So they should try to dress neater or they should try to dress more neatly. Okay? Okay. Eunice, number 7.
Brenda plays her radio very loudly.
Hmm?
No, loud. Uh-huh.
Yes.
She should try to play softer.
She should try to play her radio. She
Ah,
should try to play her radio softer or more softly, okay? You can say softer, you have two options, or more softly, okay? Number 8.
Richard speaks to these parents very impolitely.
Mhm.
You're right. He should try to speak more politely.
Yes, that's correct, more politely. Okay, Eunice, 9.
Our next door neighbor drives very fastly.
Mhm.
He should try
Should,
to should try to drive better.
better. Yes, that's correct. Okay, better. All right, very good. Now we're going to practice twice. Eunice, you read the first sentence, the one that is in the book, and Abby, you read the answer that you wrote, okay? Go ahead.
Mm, mm, mm. Timothy types very slowly. You're right. He should try to type faster.
Uh-huh.
Carol skates very carelessly. You're right. She should try skate more carefully. Howard speaks very softly. You're right. He should try to speak louder. Louder?
Louder, louder. Uh-huh.
Louder. Louder. Este, Linda goes to be to bed very late. You're right, she should try to go bed
Earlier.
earlier.
Mhm.
Jimmy get up very early. You're right, he should try to get up later.
Later. Mhm.
Later. Brenda plays the radio very loudly.
Oh, you miss number 6, no? It's number 6.
Sorry, sorry. They dress very sloppy.
Sloppily. Sloppily. Mhm.
Sloppy. You're right. They should try to dress neater.
Mhm.
Brenda plays the radio very loudly. You're right. She should try to place her radio
The radio.
softer.
Okay.
Richard speaks to his parents very impolitely.
Impolitely.
You're right. He should try to speak more politely.
Mhm.
Our next door neighbor drives very badly. You're right. He should try to drive better.
Okay, good. Now backwards. Abby, you begin, and Eunice, you give the answer, okay?
Timothy types very slowly. You're right. He should
Shoot.
try to type faster. Carol skates very carelessly.
Carelessly.
You
Carelessly.
carelessly.
Mhm.
Carelessly. You're right. She should try to skate carefully.
More carefully. More carefully.
More carefully.
Mhm.
Howard speaks very slowly. You're right. He should try to speak louder.
Louder.
Linda goes to bed very late.
Bed. Goes to
You're
bed.
right. Goes to bed very late. You're right. She
Shoot.
to, should try to go to bed early. Timmy get up very early. And Jim, you're right. He should try to get up later.
Mhm.
They dress very slowly.
Sloppily. Mhm. Sloppily.
Slowly. You're right. They should try to dress neater.
Neither. Neither or more
Neater.
neatly. Neither. Neither.
Brenda plays her radio very lowly. You're right. She should try to play her radio softer. Richard speaks to his parents very impolitely. You're right. He should try to speak more polite. Our next door neighbor drives very badly. He should, you're right. He should try to drive better.
Okay, very good. Do you have questions?
No.
No? Okay. Now, another way to expressing agreement, instead of saying you're right, because here we say you're right, there are other ways you can say you're right, that's true, I know, I agree, and I agree with you. I agree is concuerdo o estoy de acuerdo, and I agree with you is concuerdo contigo o estoy de acuerdo contigo. But I want you to pay attention to that. It's not I am agree. It's only I agree. Okay. I agree. You never say I am agree. Okay. It's I agree. Yo estoy de acuerdo. All right. Now let's move on to the reading. It says trying harder. Intentándolo más duro. Okay. Okay. It says Michael's boss talked with him today. In general, she doesn't think Michael is doing very well on the job. He has to do better. According to Michael's boss, he types too slowly. He should type faster. In addition, he files too carelessly. He should file more carefully. Furthermore, he speaks on the telephone too quickly. He should speak slower. Michael wants to do well on the job, and he knows now that he has to try a little harder. Okay, let's check some vocabulary here. Here we have to do well. To do well is hacer un buen trabajo, ¿ok? O desenvolverse bien. To do well es hacer un buen trabajo, desenvolverse bien. So that can be translated like ella no piensa que Michael se está desenvolviendo bien en el trabajo o no piensa que está haciendo muy bien su trabajo, ¿ok? And then this expression according to is según o de acuerdo con. So we can say según la jefa, según la jefa de Mike, la jefa de Michael, según la jefa de Michael, according to o de acuerdo con la jefa de Michael, okay? And then we have this expression in addition and furthermore. In addition and furthermore are synonyms. They mean además. Okay? In addition, furthermore, they mean además. And notice that when we use in addition and furthermore, we have to use a comma after those words. In addition, comma, furthermore, comma. So it's part of the grammar, okay? But they mean the same. They mean además, okay? In addition or furthermore. And this verb file, we had seen this before. File is archivar. The verb file is archivar. And again, here we have the expression do well, that is desenvolverse bien o hacerlo bien. Try is intentarlo, okay? And that's it. Do you have any other questions in the first paragraph?
Harder.
Sorry?
Harder.
Hard is duro and harder is más duro. Hard, duro, harder, más duro.
Más duro.
Okay? You can't fall asleep, right? Because I'm speaking too much, right? Yes, you're happy? You're happy? Are you happy? It's my baby. Hello. 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 Okay. Okay, let's read the other one. Let's read the other one. It says, Stella's director talked with her today. In general, he doesn't think Stella is doing very well in his play. She has to do better. According to Stella's director, she speaks too softly. She should speak louder. ¿Me trabé? No. ¿Sí me están escuchando bien? Okay. In addition, she walks too slowly. She should walk faster. Furthermore, she dances too awkwardly. She should dance more gracefully. Stella wants to do well in the play, and she knows now that she has to try a little harder. Okay, let's check vocabulary here. Again, we have the expression do well. Remember that do well is desenvolverse bien o desempeñarse bien. And then you have the expression play. Remember that play in a theater is obra de teatro, okay, play. And then again, we have the expression according to, that is según o de acuerdo con. And when you use soft with speak, it means bajito, habla muy bajito, okay, soft. And again, we have the expressions in addition and furthermore, that is además, okay, in addition and furthermore, that is además. And then we have the adverb awkwardly. This adverb awkwardly is torpe o torpemente o sin gracia. So we can say, ella baila demasiado torpe o ella baila sin gracia, okay? And gracefully is con gracia. ¿Ok? Con gracia no de que te hace reír, sino que con gracia, con movimientos agraciados, all right? And do well again, desenvolverse bien, play, obra de teatro, and that's it, okay? And here we have harder again, that is más duro. Okay, do you have any questions here? Vocabulary questions? No? Okay, let's move on. And now we have Billy's teacher talked with him today. In general, she doesn't think Billy is doing very well in school. He has to do better. According to Billy's teacher, he arrives at school too late. He should arrive earlier. In addition, he dresses too sloppily. He should dress more neatly. Furthermore, he speaks too impolitely. He should speak more politely. Billy wants to do well in school, and he knows now that he has to try a little harder. Okay, now here we have the same expressions. We have do well, according to, etc. But here we also have sloppily. When you say dress sloppily, it means que se viste desaliñado. Okay? Se viste desaliñado, sloppily. And neatly is que se viste bien, que se viste correctamente, que se viste nítido. Okay? The translation is nítido. And that's it, because the other words are repeated in the first and the second paragraph. So, do you have any questions? No? Okay, let's read in English first. So we are going to begin with Eunice. Read the first paragraph, Eunice, in English. I'm going to correct your pronunciation, okay?
Okay. Michael's boss talked with him today. In general, she doesn't think Michael is doing very well on the job. He has to do better, according to Mitchell's boss.
According to Michael's boss.
According to Michael's boss, he types too slowly. No. See?
Yes, slowly.
He should type faster. In addition, he fires too carelessly.
Carelessly.
Carelessly. He should fire more careful. Furthermore, he speaks on the telephone too quickly. He should speak slower. Michael wants to do well on the job, and he knows that he has to try a little harder.
Okay, Abby, Stella's director.
Stella's director talked with her today. In general, he doesn't think Stella is doing very well in this play. She wants to do better.
She has to do better.
She has to do better, according to Stella's director. She speaks too slowly.
Oh, softly.
Softly. She should speak louder. In addition, she wants to slowly.
She walks too slowly.
She walks too slowly. She should walk faster. Furthermore,
she dances too awkwardly.
Too awkwardly. She should dance more gracefully. Stella wants to do well in the play, and she knows now that she has to try a little harder.
Okay. Eunice?
Billy's teacher called with him today. In general, she doesn't think Billy is doing very well in school. He has to do better. According to Billy's teacher, he at
Arrives. He arrives.
arrived, arrives at school too late. He should
Arrive. He should
arrive,
arrive
arrive early,
earlier. Earlier.
earlier, earlier. In addition,
In
he dress,
addition, in
in
addition,
addition, he dress,
he
dress,
dresses. He dresses
he dresses to
sloppily.
sloppily, sloppily. He should dress more neatly,
Neatly. More neatly.
neatly. Furthermore, he speaks too impolitely. He should speak more politely.
Mhm.
He wants to do well in school, and he know that he has tried
A
a
little.
little harder.
Okay. Very good. Okay. I'm going to stop the recording again. Okay, now let's translate. Okay. Eunice, begin to translate the first paragraph.
Eh,
La jefa de Michael.
la jefa de Michael está hablando con él hoy.
Oh, no. Talked
No,
is past. Habló con él hoy.
habló, ¿cierto? Habló con él hoy. En general, ella
No creo, no piensa.
no piensa que Michael está haciendo un buen trabajo. Él
Tiene,
podría hacerlo mejor. Él
tiene que hacerlo.
tiene que hacerlo mejor.
Ujú.
De acuerdo con la jefa de Michael, él es- tiene que
Escribe,
escribe muy lento.
escribe, ajá.
Él- muy lento, él debería escribir más rápido. Además, él
Archiva.
él debería archivar,
No,
el
él
archivo,
archiva demasiado descuidado.
ujú, el archivo demasiado descuidado. Él debería archivar más con cuidado o
Ujú,
más, ¿sí? Con más cuidado.
ujú. Con
Además,
más cuidado.
con más cuidado. Además, él habla en el teléfono muy
Demasiado rápido. Chu es
demasiado,
demasiado, demasiado rápido.
demasiado rápido. Él debería hablar más lento.
Ujú.
Michael,
Quiere
Michael
desempeñarse bien.
en el trabajo.
Ajá.
Y él debería intentar
Oh,
trabajar
no,
más duro.
él sabe
Él sabe
ahora
ahora
que tiene,
que intentar trabajar, no, que él debe intentarlo más duro.
ajá, that's correct. Ujú. Okay, good. Abby, el director de Estela,
El director de Estela habló con ella, no con,
sí, con
sí, con
ella.
ella hoy.
Ajá.
En general, ella no piensa
Él no piensa.
él no piensa que Estela pueda hacer un buen trabajo.
Está haciendo.
Ah, él no piensa que ella esté haciendo un buen trabajo. Una buena obra de teatro.
No, un buen trabajo en su obra.
En su obra.
Él, ujú,
Ella tiene que hacerlo mejor.
ujú.
De acuerdo con el director de Estela, ella debe hablar
No,
más.
ella habla demasiado bajito.
Ella habla demasiado bajito. Ella debería hablar más fuerte.
Ujú.
Eh, de acuerdo
No,
con,
no.
además, además,
Ujú.
además, ella, Juan camina,
Ujú.
camina muy lento,
Demasiado lento.
demasiado
Demasiado.
lento,
Ujú.
demasiado lento. Ella debería caminar rápido,
Más rápido. Más
más
rápido.
rápido,
Faster.
más rápido.
Ujú.
Además, ella baila muy, desalineada.
No, no.
No, era,
Forward es torpe o torpemente. Ella baila demasiado torpe.
ella baila demasiado torpe. Ella debería bailar más agraciada.
Ujú,
Estela quiere hacer un buen trabajo en la obra
ujú.
y ella sabe ahora que tiene que trabajar, tratar de trabajar más duro,
Ok,
un
good.
poco más duro.
Eunice, yes. Vamos a traducir la mitad de Eunice, ¿ok? Hasta donde dice arrive earlier, ¿ok?
Ok, sí. El maestro de Billy
La maestra
habló, sí, la maestra de Billy habló con él hoy. En general,
ella no piensa
ella no piensa que Billy está haciendo un buen, que sea, está
un buen
haciendo
trabajo en la escuela o se
un
está
buen trabajo
desempeñando
en la
bien en la
escuela.
escuela. Ujú.
Ujú. Él pudiera hacerlo mejor.
Él tiene que hacerlo mejor, has
Él,
to, tiene
él,
que. Ujú,
él tiene que hacerlo mejor. De acuerdo con la maestra de Billy, él él llega tarde a la escuela.
ujú.
Él debería llegar temprano,
Más temprano,
más
early,
temprano,
temprano, earlier, más temprano.
más temprano. Continúo.
Yes, oh, no, Abby. Además,
Además, él viste muy desalineado.
ujú,
Él debería vestir más alineado.
ujú.
Además, él habla muy deseducado,
Demasiado
como se dice.
descortés, demasiado
Demasiado,
descortés
demasiado
o
descortés.
demasiado maleducado.
Demasiado
Ujú,
descortés. Él debería hablar más educado.
ujú.
Y Bill quiere hacer un buen trabajo en la escuela y él ahora sabe que debe tratar de trabajar más duro.
Duro. Ok, o esforzarse un poco más. Ok, very good. All right. Okay, now let's move on. Here in the reading checkup, we have this. What's the opposite? Okay, what's the opposite? So, for example, the opposite of quickly is slowly. Okay,
Ujú.
some of these adverbs are in comparative, and some of these adverbs are just the adverb, normal, with no comparative. So, if the adverb is in comparative, you have to write the opposite in comparative. If the adverb is normal, you just have to write the opposite of the adverb, okay? So let's do this
Ok.
activity, okay? From number 1 to number 9, okay? You have an example there.
Nos estábamos
Okay,
encerrando para que no los perdiéramos.
okay. Abby, number 2.
Mm, carefully, carelessly.
Okay, carefully, carelessly. That's correct. Abby, Eunice, number 3.
Slowly, softly.
Loudly, softly. That's correct. Softly, softly. Okay. Um, Abby, 4.
And polite, impolite.
Politely, impolitely.
Politely.
Impolitely. Yeah, because it's an adverb, okay? Polite, yes, it's impolite, but politely is impolitely.
Impolite.
Okay, Eunice,
Badly. Better.
no, better is the comparative and badly is normal. So you say badly is well. The opposite
Well.
of badly is well, okay? If you say more badly, if you say more badly, yes, it's better. Or if it's only badly, it's well, okay? Abby, sloppily,
Slowly. Neatly.
yes. Eunice, 7. I'm going to write number 7 here. 7,
Graceful.
outwardly,
Awkwardly. Gracefully.
gracefully, okay, gracefully. Okay, 8, Abby,
Early.
earlier,
Early.
earlier,
Earlier.
no
Late.
earlier, earlier, no, earlier, no, earlier,
Early. Earlier.
earlier.
Earlier. Late.
Late is normal, so
Later.
you have to say later.
Lately.
No, later. Later
Later.
because
Later.
it's a comparative. Later, okay?
Okay.
And the last one, Eunice, faster,
Faster. Slower.
slower, or more slowly. Remember that here you have two options, okay? Slower or more slowly, okay? With this you have two options, okay? All right, there you go. Okay, now let's move on to page 75. Okay, here we're going to learn about the first conditional. This if means see that establishes a condition, see, and you have a result with will, and this tense is called the first conditional. The first conditional. This is what we are going to learn in this page. The first conditional. The first conditional is a condition in the present with a result in the future. Okay, that's the first conditional. And I'm going to open a file so that I can explain this before we go on break. Let me check. Wait. Okay, I'm going to change the page. Okay. This is the first conditional is a condition in the present with a probable result in the future. And here we use the auxiliary will. We can also use the auxiliary can or the auxiliary may, but we are going to begin with will, okay? So this is the first conditional. A condition in the present with a probable result in the future. And we use the auxiliary will, okay? Yes? In all the conditions, I have to use the expression if. That means sí, okay? Sí, sin acento, okay? Okay, for example, here we have, okay, we say, number 1, you say, if you study hard, notice that after if, I'm going to use a sentence in present. This is my condition. If you study hard, And after this sentence, I'm going to use a comma. And in the second part, I'm going to use a sentence with will, okay? So if you study hard, let's suppose that a teacher is speaking to a student and the teacher says, Abby, if you study hard, you will get a good grade. So it's a condition in the present, with a probable result for the future. That is, si tú estudias duro, tú obtendrás una buena calificación. All right? So notice that after if, I have to use present because I can invert the sentence. I can invert the order and I can say, for example, you will get a good grade if you study hard. It's the same sentence. It's the same sentence, but it's inverted. Now, when I don't begin my sentence with if, I don't have a comma in the sentence. I use the comma when I begin my sentence with if, but if I invert the sentence, I don't use a comma. The comma disappears, okay? If you begin with if, you use a comma. If you begin with will, you don't use a comma. And remember this, after if, I use present. After if, I use present. I don't use will after if. After if, I use present. Just memorize that. The condition is in present and the other part is in future. So notice I have if here, I have if, and my sentence is in present. Okay, if you study hard. Now, my sentence can be affirmative or negative, or it can be a combination. For example, in number 3, I'm going to use the same sentence, but I'm going to make the first part negative. So I'm going to say, if you don't study hard, comma, you won't get a good grade. So it's the same, but now my sentence is negative, but again, it's in present. If you don't study, is present. You won't is future. You won't get is future, okay? If you don't study hard, you won't get a good grade. Si tú no estudias duro, tú no obtendrás una buena calificación. And now, I can make combinations of affirmative with negative, but they have to be logical. For example, I can say, number 4, if you don't study hard, notice that it's negative, comma, you will get a bad grade. This is negative, and the second part is affirmative, but it's the same. It's the same. After if, I use present because it's a condition in present with a result in future with will, okay? And remember, if I begin my sentence with if, I have to use a comma, okay? Now, we have to be careful here because in those examples that I use, I am using the pronoun you. But if I use the pronoun he, for example, could be, number 1, if he, I cannot say if he study, because in present for study, I have to change the conjugation for he. I will say if he studies. If he studies hard, he will get a good grade. The part with if is the same, okay? With will, it doesn't change. He will get. But in present, it does change. So you have to be careful with the conjugation in present. With will is the same for every person. But in present, you have to change the conjugation. So it says, if he studies hard, if I say study, that's a mistake. If he study, that's not correct. So I have to say, if he studies hard, comma, Oh, the H is not working very well. He will get a good grade. So the conjugation in present is going to depend on the person, okay? And also remember that I can use the verb to be. If I use the verb to be, I have to conjugate the verb to be accordingly. If I am, if he is, if she is, if they are, okay? So this is the first conditional. And we will continue at 11, okay? I'll see you at 11, okay? Okay. I will stop the recording here. Okay. Okay. Let's continue. Okay. So now with the verb to be, you say, if you are a good boy, comma, and we can make combinations of people. Okay, from number 1 to number 5, I have the same person, you and you, okay? But in number 6, I'm going to make combinations of people. For example, you say, if you are a good boy, comma, your mom will be happy. Notice that here we have combinations. Si tú eres un buen chico, tu mamá estará feliz. And here we have the verb to be in present, and then we have a result with will, okay? And I can invert the sentence. I can say, for example, your mom will be happy if you are a good boy. It's the same sentence, just the comma disappears, but I want you to pay attention to this. Remember, after if, I use present. I don't use will, okay? After if, I use present. I don't use will, okay? Questions? Avi, do you have questions? Eunice, do you have questions? Yes, Avi? No? Okay. Let's move on to the book. Let's go on to the book. Okay. This is the first conditional. And pay attention to the example. It says, what are they going to name their new baby? Like, ¿cómo van a nombrar a su nuevo bebé? What are they going to name? Remember that going to, with to be going to, it's ir a, voy a, vamos a, etc. What are they going to name their new baby? If they have a boy, condition, in present, if they have a boy, they'll name him John. Remember that the apostrophe double L is the contraction for will, okay? If they have a boy, they, comma, remember that when you begin with if, you need to have a comma. If they have a boy, they'll name him John. If they have a girl, they'll name her Jane. Si ellos tienen un muchacho, un niño, lo llamarán John. Si ellos tienen una niña, la llamarán Jane. Notice, after if, I use present. After if, I use present, okay? And if I begin my sentence with if, I have to use a comma, okay? And the other part is with will, okay? Affirmative or negative want. So here, you have to complete with something appropriate based on the pictures. You have to pay attention to the pictures. Look, there is a bus, there's raining, and there's a girl walking if it's sunny. So the first question says, how are you going to get to school tomorrow? ¿Cómo te vas a ir a la escuela mañana? And it says, if it rains, I'll take the bus. I'll take the bus. And if it's sunny, I'll walk. If it rains, I'll take the bus. And if it's sunny, I'll walk. Okay, now you have to pay attention to the pictures because in the pictures you have the options, okay? So now let's do this exercise, copy number 1, and let's do number 2, 3, and 4, okay? Let's do it. I'm going to get a piece of candy, okay? Okay, number 2, Eunice, question and answer.
What's Roger going to do this Saturday afternoon?
Mhm.
Este, is the water
Weather, if the weather, not the
weather,
water. Water is agua.
weather,
If the weather, it's
if
clima.
the
If the
weather
weather,
is good, well,
no.
go to the beach.
Hell es infierno.
Cierto,
El pronombre es he. El
if
pronombre es he y solamente le añades el sonido de la L. He'll.
he'll,
He'll
he'll, he'll
he-
go to beach.
to the
No,
beach. He'll
no,
go to the
to the beach.
beach. To the beach. Okay. And, ¿qué me
Así.
dice?
If the weather is bad, he'll go to the cinema. Or no.
To the cinema or to the movies. Okay. More
Okay.
American is to the movies. Okay.
Cierto, cierto.
But yeah, to the cinema is okay. Number 3, Abby.
What's Rosa going to have for dinner tonight? If
Mhm.
she's very hungry, she'll
Mhm.
mm, cook chicken.
But it's half. So you can say she'll eat or she'll have. She'll have chicken and fruit. Okay. Mhm.
Okay. If she isn't very hungry, she'll have a pan and ¿cómo se llama? Pan,
No,
pan,
a sandwich. She'll have a
sandwich.
sandwich. Yeah, a sandwich. She'll have a sandwich. Okay. Okay. Number 4.
What's Ken going to do tomorrow?
Mhm.
If he feels better,
Mhm.
he'll go to the work.
To work. He'll go to work. He'll go to
Or
work. Mhm.
if he doesn't feel better, he'll go to doctor
To the
for the doctor.
doctor. To the doctor. He'll go to the doctor. Okay, very good. Okay, good. Now let's practice this in pairs. Abby, the questions. Eunice, okay, go ahead.
Who are you going
Oh,
to
no,
get
who.
to?
Who?
How?
Who is quién? This is how. How.
How? How are you going to get to school tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
If it rains, I'll take the bus.
Mm-hmm.
If it's sunny, I walk.
Mm-hmm.
What's Roger going to do this Saturday afternoon? If the weather is good, he'll go to the beach. If the weather is bad, he'll go to
He'll. He'll. No
he'll,
hell. He'll.
he'll go to the movies.
Okay.
What's Rosa going to have for dinner tonight? If she very hungry,
If she's very hungry,
if she's very hungry, she'll have
have.
chicken,
She'll have.
have chicken and fruit.
Mm-hmm.
If she isn't very hungry, she'll have a sandwich.
Okay.
What's Ken going to do tomorrow? If he feels better, he'll go to work. If he doesn't feel better, he'll go to the doctor.
Okay. Now backwards. Now, Eunice, the questions, Abby, the answers.
How are you going to get to the school tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
If it rains, you'll take the bus.
I'll.
If
Yeah, the
it
pronoun is I. So you say I'll.
if
I
it
is yo.
If it's sunny, I'll walk,
Walk, walk.
walk, walk.
Yeah, the L doesn't sound walk. Okay, two.
Yeah. What's Roger going to do this Saturday afternoon? If the weather is good, he'll go to the beach. If the weather is bad, he'll go to the
You can
movies.
say movies or you can say cinema.
Movies.
Mhm.
What's Rosa going to have for dinner tonight? If she's very hungry, she'll have chicken and fruit. If
Fruit.
she fruit. If she isn't very hungry, she'll have a sandwich.
Mhm.
What's Ken going to do tomorrow? If he feels better, he'll go to work. If he doesn't feel better, he'll go to the doctor.
Okay, good. Okay, now it says, how about you? It says here, there are three questions. It's actually six questions, but it's the same question, okay? It says, what are you going to do tonight if you have a lot of homework? What are you going to do tonight if you don't have a lot of homework? So it's the same question. So you're going to answer. You're going to answer. If I have a lot of homework, a lot of homework, comma, I don't know. And if I don't have, oh, no me está funcionando la H en el teclado. If I don't have a lot of homework, comma, I'll, and then you have to complete, okay? So let's do this activity. There are six questions. What are you going to wear tomorrow if it's warm and sunny? And what are you going to wear tomorrow if it's cool and raining? What are you going to do this weekend if the weather is nice? And what are you going to do this weekend if the weather is bad? Okay? So let's complete this exercise. When you finish, tell me, okay? Eunice's answers on the first two questions. Okay, Eunice, you go.
If I have a lot of homework, I'll homework.
I'll homework. Homework is not a verb.
But I
But you're supposed to do something different. Not to use the same expression that at the beginning. For example, if I have a lot of homework, for example, you can say, I won't watch TV tonight. Something like that. But not to use the same verb as in the first part, but to say something different, but logical on the second part. Okay? Because if you say, if I have a lot of homework, I will do homework. Yeah, it's logical, but you're using the same verb. You're not thinking about more verbs. Okay?
okay.
So, okay, what's your second idea? If I don't have,
If I don't have a lot of homework, I'll
I'll,
pues ahí la había yo puesto. I'll watch TV.
okay, that's okay. I'll watch TV. Yeah, good. What are your answers? Abby, do you have the same answers or different?
Son las mismas.
Okay, then give me the answers for the second pair. What are you going to wear tomorrow if it's warm and sunny? And what are you going to wear tomorrow if it's cool and raining? Okay?
Esas son. If I wear is warm
Oh,
and sunny.
no. Oh, can you repeat?
If I wear
Oh, no. If I wear is si yo visto. And that's for the second part. Dices, what are you going to wear? ¿Qué vas a usar? Si mañana está soleado. So your answer is, if it's warm and sunny, comma, you have this. This is the idea. Si está soleado y cálido, if it's warm and sunny, comma, I will wear, okay?
Okay. If it were and sunny, I wear sunglasses.
Okay. And the second answer?
Mm, uh, if cool,
If it's cool, if you have to begin with if
were,
it's cool. No, you don't say if I wear. If I wear is not correct.
if it cool and raining,
And raining.
I'll wear, no?
Yeah, I'll wear.
Wear coat,
I'll wear what?
coat,
Oh, a coat. I'll wear a
coat,
coat. I'll wear a coat.
wear,
Okay, Eunice, tell me the first answer of the third question. What are you going to do this weekend if the weather is nice?
if the weather is nice, I'll go to park.
I'll go to the park. I'll go to the park. Mhm.
Uh,
Okay, only that. The negative is going to be for Abby. Abby, what are you going to do this weekend if the weather is bad?
if the weather is bad, I'll to stay home.
I'll to. We don't use to after will. I'll stay home. After will, we don't use to, okay? It's only the verb. I'll stay home, okay? Okay, good. I'm going to write some exercises here. Wait, give me a second, okay? This is the exercise. For example, you will say, if it rains tomorrow, I will wear a raincoat. I will wear a raincoat. If you can make it longer, that's okay, but I will wear a raincoat, it's okay. I want to add something, I can say, I will wear a raincoat when I go out. Voy a usar un impermeable cuando salga, all right? But I will wear a raincoat, it's okay, okay? So write something logical, okay?